My name is Erik Herrera, and I shoot mainly street photography and still life. My first memory using film was either a disposable film camera or a Polaroid when I was a child at a quinceañera or someone's birthday party, and just being intrigued as how people were just snapping off photos. My interest in film came back when I was at a thrift store and I just came upon a little Nikon L35AF, and I think I bought it for like $3 just because I was already shooting with digital cameras then, but I saw that and just figured I'd try something else different. I don't know why, it just made sense at the time, you know, I'll just like do this just because this other stuff I'm doing all the time. What I love about film's imperfections is that it isn't perfect. You know, it's not clean. It's just an organic form of photography. You know, it's a light reacting with chemicals and a physical strip of film, and then you use chemicals and then you get prints later on, and it's just, that's what I like about it, that it's in a sense, it's like derived from nature. Film helps me achieve my vision by being more instinctive in the process, you know. Those little moments that come into play that produce those key pictures that I need for whatever it is that I'm trying to develop. With film, I like doing still life because, you know, I like practicing like that when I go out for a walk or when I'm with my friends, and you know, like I just like discovering little things outside that many people probably don't go. They just go unnoticed, I guess. And I like doing street because I place myself out there, you know, and whether I'm focused on trying to take a certain type of picture or just, you know, spur of the moment street stuff, you know, I just like being out there and letting things cross my path. I love both film and digital photography, and if I had to outright just settle with one at the end of the day, it would most likely just be digital photography, not because it's superior to the other, but just because now digital photography is beyond photography now. Now it's a tool, you know, it's something that you can capture your vision, and immediately, you know, whether you're using a DSLR or even your phone, in a matter of minutes you can get your concept, your message, whatever it is, you can get it out there immediately. I think film has been replicated with digital technology already, and you just don't even know. And I don't mind it personally, because it's all about the real life practice. You know, it's like when you play an LP record, you know, it's yeah, everyone can stream it on their phone, but when you get home, you want to put it on your turntable and you want to put it on your stereo set, and it's a different experience that you have. I do have a different mindset to a degree. Just the fact that I'm shooting a limited amount of frames, and that it has a range of limitations. If I could do any project entirely on film, that would be my project Mírame, and I would do it all on medium format, or even possibly an 8x10 camera, just to, I don't know, I guess just to like capture images, I guess, a little bit differently. You know, there's certain things that you can achieve with larger formats beyond 120, and that's something that I would be more than happy to take upon one day if I could just have like no limits, no worries, you know, no cap on anything, I would love to do something with this very large format photography. My favorite film is Kodak Portray 100, simply because it just is able to reproduce what I can actually see with my own eyes. My favorite camera is my Nikon L35AF, and when I used to have my Contax T3, simply because they're just really small and they do everything I need them to do. People should give film a try because it's a good way it's a good meditative practice. You learn to really let go of what you're doing in that moment. I see something and hopefully I got that picture, and that's where you just leave it at. You leave it at that, and you go back to the roles when they're developed, and if you got them, then that's awesome, and if you didn't, then oh well. The hardest part for me about film is probably developing, because I don't know shit about that. To this day, I just get it developed somewhere else. I'd love to learn, but I'm also just really impatient. I'm so used to 1 hour that it's almost like a drug in a way. It's like when people say 1 hour, like I come back right away in an hour and I expect it to be there. I think the future of film is strong, but it's only as strong as we make it. Right now it's making a comeback, fortunately, because there's a lot of interest in it. And again, whether you can replicate that on digital or not, whatever your belief on that is, it's all about practicing photography. It's all about getting out there, and film photography is that. Film photography is what got people outside to explore their own neighborhood, explore the world, explore their own backyard. It's at the beginning it was film, and the practice is what's irreplaceable. For me, not just photography, but art means everything to me, because I am the son of immigrants. One of my parents came here with nothing on their back, and I was the firstborn son, the firstborn child. And being the first American, the first generation American, for me it's a blessing, because seeing what my parents had to go through, and then them reaffirming me throughout life that here is the place where it doesn't matter what you want to do, it doesn't matter what your dream is. If you're that dedicated to it, then this is the place where it's crazy enough to happen. So I do a lot of that for my family and for the documentary I'm doing for the Chicano people.
My name is Erik Herrera, and I shoot film.